Welcome to White Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. This weekend, the horror sequel Smile 2 arrives in cinemas. The film stars Naomi Scott from Disney's live-action Aladdin as Sky Riley, a pop sensation who begins to experience increasingly disturbing and daunting events as she is about to go on a New World tour and is forced to face her dark past in order to regain control of her life before it spirals out of control, and it's all about coming in contact with the Smile entity. The film is a follow-up to the 2022 film Smile, but only one cast member, Kyle Gallner, reprises their role from the first film as the police officer who gets cursed by the Smile entity at the end of the first film. I think he's only in the beginning of the second film, so I think that's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's kind of a bit obvious given that they're setting up for this for Naomi Scott's character to be haunted by the Smile entity during the film. So far, the film has received positive reviews from critics who praise Naomi Scott's performance, as well as the film's appeal to horror fans. In fact, in pretty much every review I've seen, they're praising Naomi Scott's performance. So it could be an interesting film. What I really liked about the first film is it was an okay film, but what it did really well is it played on the tension. Like, it was really tense, and then they held off on the gore until just for like moments, and it just for like brief moments, and it was like 18 rated gore, which I'm not really keen on these days. But hey ho. Smile 2 is in cinemas this weekend, rated 18, so can't take your kids to go to see it. This weekend, Twisters arrived on home video. The film stars Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, and Anthony Ramos, and revolves around clashing groups of storm chasers who investigate a tornado outbreak in Oklahoma. It is a standalone sequel to the 1996 film Twister. I really liked the Twister. The film was released in July in cinemas to positive reviews and minor box office success. It's pretty debatable whether or not it could be called a box office success, but I think it made a little bit of money back. But the audiences definitely liked it, who saw it said it was a rousing piece of summer blockbuster cinema, which was helpful because it came out the week before Deadpool and Wolverine. I saw the film in the cinema back in July. I was ill as anything when I watched it, but I loved it. I rated it 4.5 stars out of 5 because it's just a really good blockbuster thrill ride. And even though it's not directed by Steven Spielberg, it feels so much like a Spielberg film. Twisters is out now on home video. That's all I have for this week, thankfully, because I did not want to relive the Mousetrap. But be sure to check back next week where I'll be talking about Venom: The Last Dance, the third and final film in the Venom trilogy, as well as the home video release of Longlegs, a Nicolas Cage serial killer horror film, which I'm actually looking forward to reviewing. Now back to Gary in the studio.